welcome to Linda Summers Life After 60. Look and feel fabulous at any age. So today's video is going to be around my skincare routine and why I think it's important. And again, I am not an expert in this field. I am not an esthetician. I'm just going by what I've learned and what I do to maintain my skin. And trust me, I spend a lot of time on my skin. I'm going to tell you a little story about that in just a little while. So anyway, I really started off as a teenager. I had acne, so I had to deal with all of that and putting all this stuff on my face and from the dermatologist and all of that. And then I actually went to John Casa Blanca modeling school, and then I taught modeling school. And so one of the things that they taught us was the importance of skincare. So I had a really good start on knowing how important the skin was. One thing that they didn't really talk about was the neck and the décolleté. So that was something that I had learned years later in life. So any of you mothers and daughters out there that have young teenagers, make sure, especially the girls, make sure that you get them on a really good regimen, especially cleansing, because sometimes they're up really late on the phone or doing whatever they're doing, and they go to sleep and they don't wash their face, and they're, especially when they're going through that whole puberty thing, they've got acne and things like that. So it's really important to get them started on a really early regimen of taking care of their skin, because years later they're going to realize, oh, I'm glad I did that then, because they'll have a head start. And that's really what I did. I had a head start on that in knowing and being taught that your skin it's the largest organ on your body, and we really need to take care of it. And so what you do to it is going to be important. And so after teaching that, I just maintained that. I would get facials once a month. If I couldn't do it once a month, I would do it once a quarter. And just getting good product. It didn't have to be expensive. Sometimes it was, sometimes it wasn't, but just getting really good product to put on my face. I would use toner for a while. So my regimen is, and trust me, I take a long time doing my face. I remember visiting with my mom when I go out there to visit. I remember her saying one time, "What are you doing in the bathroom?" I'm in there like for 45, 50 minutes. I'm doing my whole regimen, all this stuff. I take really a lot of time, and I put a lot of product on my face. At least I think that I do, but a lot of people don't want to spend the time, so I'll get to that too. And even my niece and nephew, because they live there, I would even say to them, hey, if you guys got to use the bathroom, because we shared a bathroom, if you guys got to use the bathroom, you better use it now, because I'm going to be in there for a while. So I always made sure that they kind of knew that, hey, I was going to be in here for a while. But I just feel that it pays off, because I just feel that, your skin is exposed to everything. And so taking the time to really maintain it, and this is a part of self-love too. So washing my face, I would use toner, and then I really kind of stopped using toner. And so I use moisturizer. Well, before I even put my moisturizers on, I do a vitamin C serum first after I wash. And then I do I have an rice ice cube thing. I've been doing ice cubes for a long time. And so I make these rice ice cube things, and I ice cube my face and my neck and my chest. And I do my neck and my décolleté now. I've been doing that for a while, probably, I don't even know, maybe 5 years, something like that. Maybe even longer, probably longer. So anyway, I do that, and then I take a hot washcloth and wash my face, and get all the rice milk stuff, water off my face. And then I put on my vitamin C during the day. At night I do retinol, and I just started back on retinol. I haven't used retinol in a very long time. And then I apply my vitamin C, wait till that dries, and then I apply my serums. And then I apply my moisturizer, then I apply my sunscreen. Of course, this is during the day, I do my sunscreen. And then I use a powder to kind of block the sun as well. Because I noticed when I wasn't using this powder, it did not block the sun, and I noticed my chest getting more. And so I noticed too, taking care of my face when I did, and not my neck and my chest, that you could see the more aging. And so I was like, I gotta drop that stuff down. So now I'm really working on my neck and my chest, trying to get all those sunspots from spending so much sun or time out in the sun. And I did a post the other day of my dad's birthday, and one of my really good friends, Carol, she's like, remember we used to lay out in the sun and watch the construction workers? I used to be like baby oil and iodine, laying out for 8 hours, just sun baking under the sun. The sun is good because we need the vitamin D, but not with baby oil and iodine. And, you know, I used to use the lamps and, I don't know, the aluminum foil and all that stuff just to get this body tanned. And I even have a convertible, and I haven't had my convertible top down in over 6 years. So, because I'm like, I don't want wrinkles. And I probably started this in my 30s because I realized, oh my gosh, I'm getting wrinkles in my face. So anyway, so now I really spend a lot more time on my neck and my chest. And so that's pretty much my day routine. My night routine is pretty much the same, except instead of vitamin C, I do the retinol, and I still do my serums and my moisturizer. And I don't do the powder because it's at night. And so, yeah, I just really feel that taking care of our skin, because it is the largest organ on the body, is really important. And if we want to stay and maintain youthful, right? Youthful skin, it's not only what we eat and exercise, but it's also taking care of our skin. And I know a lot of people out there that are like, oh gosh, no, I just wash my face and that's it with soap. You don't want to wash it with soap. Although I will have to tell you that I did start doing this about 3 to 4 weeks ago, olive oil soap. It's pure olive oil, and I actually really like it. Now, some people said that I've talked to some people about this, and they have really oily skin, and they didn't like it because it seemed like it broke their skin out more. Well, I didn't, because I really tend to have really dry skin, which is interesting because I told you I had acne early in age, and as an adult, I was still getting adult acne, and sometimes occasionally I do. And I was like, what the heck? Like, what is this all about? Like, I'm, in my 40s, and why am I still getting in 50s? Why am I still getting, acne? I don't really, in my 60, now I'm 60, I'm 61. I don't really get acne. Occasionally I'll get one. It may depend upon what I eat or something like that, or my hands. If I put my hands and I'm doing my makeup or whatever, which now I use a tissue. So that's another good point to do. I use a tissue because I'll notice if I don't that I get the acne around the chin, and that could also be from hormones and things like that if you tend to break out. So I do that. So I really pay attention to my hands on my face because of the oils on my hand and the dirt and stuff can get on my face. So I think that's really important. Hydration, drinking a lot of water is really, really important. I probably don't drink as much as I would really like to, but I really, because I don't drink anything else. I did start drinking cranberry juice, just a little bit, like a shot in the morning, to help with the kidneys and the bladder and all that. But as far as anything else, I don't drink anything. I drink tea occasionally, but I don't drink any sodas. I don't drink alcohol. So anyway, so hydration, water is really important. Sleep is really, really important. Getting a lot of sleep. And what I didn't know is between 10 and 2 is your body is repairing and rejuvenating itself. So it's important to get to sleep, which I try to. Sometimes I don't. Just depends if I'm trying to get these videos up and stuff like that. They take really long and like hours. You wouldn't think they would take that long. So that is really, I think, what else? Oh yeah, I was saying that a lot of women don't that using soap. Nah, unless you're using olive oil soap, and try it and see if it works for you. I use Kiss My Face, which I really like their products. And yeah, so if you're just not doing anything else, not moisturizing, exfoliating, because that's really important. I exfoliate my face probably once a week, if not twice a week, but mainly once a week. I exfoliate my body pretty much every day. Some days, if I'm in a hurry and I've got something I've got to do, I don't get around to doing it, so I don't exfoliate. But for the most part, I exfoliate my body every day. So it's really good because you're getting rid of those dead skin cells that drop off every 27 days that you're exfoliating. So just a little bit of tidbit of information for you guys. So it really is important if you want to maintain youthful, and I know a lot of us don't worry about this until our late 40s, maybe our mid 40s, or even 50, and we're like, oh gosh, I've just noticed all these wrinkles and my skin's starting to sag and things like that. That's why it's really important to start at a young age, and also to take the time to take care of your skin, because again, that's self-love too. So really moisturizing your skin. It's kind of like these flowers. These poor flowers, they have not seen sun. This is what happens with our skin. It's just kind of like droops, right? Because it doesn't get the nourishment and the hydration what it needs. And these do have water, but I have kept the blinds closed because it's so hot outside, and so they're just kind of like, I really need some light. So I'm going to after this video open up the blinds so they get some light. So that's what happens when you don't take care of your skin. It's no different. Our skin needs the sun too. It needs the vitamin D. We need the vitamin D in our body, but really the moisturizing is so important. I can't stress enough the moisturizing. And I love serums, so I will always use serums. And I don't know, I just think it just makes my skin glow. And so that's pretty much my routine, and that's really the advice that I would have, is really honor your body in the sense of your skin. And this is, like I said, the largest organ. And in one of my other videos I talked about moisturizing your body. I've moisturized my body since I was 12. Avon, good old Avon. I don't use it now because they don't carry my product anymore. I can't stand that when they have a product that they discontinue. So I use something else, but which doesn't matter. Just find something. Well, it does matter because you don't want parabens and things like that. So if you can get things that are gluten and vegan is always good. So there's no animal products in there and things like that. So I always look for that. But yes, moisturizing, exfoliating, drinking, sleeping, all of these things are really important. So thank you so much for tuning in to Linda Summers Life After 60. Look and feel fabulous at any age, because you can. You just need to make a choice to take care of yourself and take the time. That's going to be important, and that's part of self-love, taking the time for ourselves, because you deserve it. So thank you again, and don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like. Hit the bell for notification. And I wish you an amazing day today. And thanks again for tuning in. And I'll see you real soon on the next show. Love you. Mwah.